Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or dead of night as it may be. This is the Racing Channel, and this is Crash with you live this morning. Are these guys bot saying if what? No, that's just to get me summoned. The Reddit story time short, blah blah blah, whatever. I would have taken F1 unalive as well. That's a valid answer. Yes, we're all bots. Again, this is Crash with you this morning. My first session this morning. You can hear I'm not at full power, I guess. Not. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm not sure what's going on. I missed FP1. I woke up literally in the middle of FP1 and was not ready to go at all. So my apologies for missing FP1 this morning. I'm not, but I'm willing to learn. As Italian Tifoso, I hope this new adjustment will be effective. I think he's talking about all the upgrades that Ferrari brought. Oh my God, Ferrari brought basically a new car, effectively. New engine, new aero packages. Oh, there's like 3 different major things that they changed. The weather crash. It is hot. It is hot here in Europe. It is hot on track. It is hot in Texas. There's a meteorologist in the United States that basically is saying about the Texas area, like what who opened the hellmouth is basically what they are saying. We're about a minute or so away from green light to start FP2. We had 6 rookies in FP1 just to go over that. We had Dino Radovic in for Leclerc, Anumi Iwasa for Isaac Kajar, Ryo Hirakawa for Akon, Luke Browning for Carlos Sainz, Paul Aaron for Gabriel Borletto, and then Jack Crawford in for Lance Stroll. So, no, this is FP2. This is FP2. FP3 is tomorrow, guys. Hello, Brenda Brackett over in Twitch chat. I want to thank Dark, Andy, Mayaki. I know Paul is here. Scott is here. Blue Hawk is here. If you're a member of the channel, say something. Calling out those who've joined the channel. Yeah, no sprint week. This is not a sprint weekend. Otherwise, this would be sprint quali. This is just FP2. Shay is here. Sorry I was occupied. No worries. Audie's out. Colpino's out. Gasly's out. Lawson. Hamilton's next. Then the Williams will be out. So it'll be a few minutes before we get any actual time on the board. Lowering Lando Norris down onto his tires. The blanket seemed to be off. Oh no, they're back on. Isaac Ajar is coming out next. And Hulkenberg is going to pass by him. So Hulkenberg would be a first fast lap. Verstappen, Bottas. We're all going past the start-finish line to start a lap. It's like Ocon, Alonso, Behrman be next onto track. Good from Dallas. You know the heat, my friend. I'm just up I-93 south. No, I-35 east. Shouldn't the bottom tier read beyond 26 season or beyond? I'll have to look at what the ticker's saying. Max Verstappen fans are in chat. Go Team LH. Hamilton fans are in chat. Trent isn't testing. No, they are testing the wing this weekend, but they're not going to race with it. Albon's saying, I've got no power. Okay, we need to box this lap if he did get back to the pits. So, issue with Albon's car again. Hamilton having a dicey moment at turn 1. He's on medium tires. I don't want to jinx it, but Lewis Hamilton could pull off something incredible this season. You just jinxed it, my friend. It's been a rough season for Will. Yeah, it's been a rough season for Will from the beginning as well. The car was overweight. They had issues with, apparently they had issues with safety, which is what caused the car to be overweight. And they just haven't been, I mean, just not been competitive as they were last year. We've got Isaac Ajah going a 109.135. His teammate Max does 129.272, which is 137 behind him. That's his third sector for Max. Second sector, well, he had the second sector, but it's been passed by Antonelli Bortoletto now. Norris double purple for sector 1, sector 2. Anelli's got sector 3, top of the board. Almost 8/10 faster than Isaac. Norris going to the top of the board. He's 342 faster than Antonelli, 1.135 faster than Isaac. Oscar's going to go in second, quarter a second behind his teammate. That was a full purple lap for Norris. Hamilton comes in fourth, 950 behind Norris. So McLaren's putting a line in the sand right now. So, yeah, 108 dead. That's exactly 1.008. 000. 4 seconds in the 2020 car. Yeah, but this is still practice. This is still early practice. Max confused with his car. Literally, the radio messages that they're showing is him confused with the status of his car, which is very weird. Talk about practice, man. Practice. How does one win a free practice? You get at the top of the board. Oh. It is extremely hot in Spielberg. Like the air temperature is 32 degrees. That's very, very hot. Humidity 26%, which is not that bad actually. You get about 50%, and it's now you get like the air is gooey around you. Oh, it's something in the cockpit on the left-hand side, and he's banging onto. It's not normal. That's not a good sign. I mean, it's practice, so I mean, like, there's different things that could be going on. I mean, right now Norris has got the fastest time, but and you see like, Clerk is 10th. Perez is saying he's got the same problem as Valtteri. Yellow flag, track hazard. What's going on? Did Perez stop again? Perez looks like he stopped. Perez has stopped. It turned 6. Okay, so it's not the same thing as Valtteri. We have a virtual safety car. Is this gonna... We'll see this. Red flag came out at the end of free practice 1 because of Checo. The stewards are coming to Checo's car. Yes. We need a box. We need to take my seat out. It's just crazy. Understood. So Max's seat's not settled in correctly. VSC deploy. What happened? Checo stopped on track. So with just under 10 minutes to go in the session, 20 of the drivers got onto track. We have Lindblad and Russell have not entered the track. Checo has stopped on track, which is why we're in the virtual safety car. Max Verstappen is being rolled back into the garage. He's going to get out and have his seat looked at. Ben K64 in chat over in Twitch. Thank you. Still pushing Checo's car. There's 4 on the back of that car now. If you are lagging right now, now is a good time to reset your connection, refresh the stream. We had a glitch on our end.
Market data connection lost.
Okay, we're under the virtual safety car. Been like this for about 4 minutes now. We're waiting for Checo's car to get off the track. Following Hamilton right now on track. Rose is in chat saying, I really need to see Oscar win. I think a lot of us would be happy to see Oscar to get a win. Elle Cook is not with us right now, but it sounds like we knew she was going to have surgery recently. And it looks like the surgery has gone well. That's good to hear. If you're listening, Elle, we're pulling for you. We hope you get back soon. Again, a few years ago, I was very sick. I was in the hospital. You guys helped me while I was not well. So trying to do the same for you, Elle. So get well. See you back in chat soon. 46 minutes. Trying to get Checo out of the car? What are they doing? Okay, so they're getting Checo out of the car and they're going to bring it into the crane. Taking a long time to get Checo's car off the track. Rather than the virtual safety car because they're trying to get Checo's car off the track. Otherwise, I mean, the alternative would be the red flag, and that means they got to come in, and then there's a minimum amount of time that they have to be under the red flag before they restart again. We're just waiting right now. Here, when the track has gone green, that's the other thing is once they've got it's out of the way. They can go from virtual safety car directly to green. Air fryer, get the inventor a medal. While we have a moment here, I will say the air fryer is a misnomer. It's not a fryer, it's a convention oven. VSC is ending now. So it'll be, and we are now to green. So any moment now, we'll start seeing cars. You know, Antonelli's first one to go across the line after it gone green. And tell me that Ferrari's using a new engine? Not, they are using a new engine. Much everyone's been on medium tire except for Hulkenberg, Bierman Bortoletto, and Colpino. The only ones who they went on hard tires. Everyone else is on medium tires. Crash, how's the Austrian heat? It is considered a heat hazard officially. So the drivers will be using the cooling vests. I don't particularly like the cooling vests, but they will be required to use them because of the heat. People saying they'll use a new engine FP. No, Ferrari's using a new engine right now. I mean, they've brought a new engine this weekend. They also have other upgrades, aero upgrades, and there's another category that I'm blanking on at the moment. But they've brought basically a brand new car effectively. Gasly just went P9, 109, 569. He's 1.569 back. Now that you got Cadillac and Audi in the teams, also you've got Ford. Don't forget that Red Bull is now with Ford. Is there any other car maker you'd want to see enter F1? That's a good question. I don't know if there's another car maker I'd want to see enter F1. Toyota. Well, Toyota is that they're kind of already in with Haas. Honda's with Aston Martin Classica. BMW, I'm not sure I would honestly BMW F1. I mean, they were in F1 and they got out. Hamilton's last lap was 108.675. He's only 675 back. Kirk's last lap was 109.320. Lawson was 109.338. Graham was 109.499. Alonso was 18th, 112.204. Got our best time is a 108.000, 108 flat by Norris. Oscar, his teammate, is 108.249. They're both back out on medium tires they've used. Russell going P4, 108.416. He's behind his teammate. Amelli going up to P2, 198 behind Norris now. So Russell now just over 2/10, 218 behind his teammates. You know, 8 showing up. Hello, my friend. Again, I'm shouting out those who are Alpines going into gravel. That's one of the things you will see this weekend. We are going to get delays between FP. So when we get to quali, there will be delays between each of the quali sessions because they're going to want to sweep the track of gravel and to get it back into place. Going by one of the Red Bulls. That would be Max Verstappen. He's coming around to turn 10. Across the line, we have a yellow flag on track. I'm trying to see where. It is around turn 3. It's with, I think, Lando. Yeah, it's with Lando. Lando's getting back onto track. So Norris had a yellow flag. This is around turn 3. And he goes by one of the Racing Bulls. And he just spins out. Yeah, he loses grip. Yeah, Lando loses this grip, and turns out. I mean, this is the time to make these mistakes. "37 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this session." This is Crash with you live coverage of Free Practice 2. So far, we've had Checo, his car failing again. Again, it brought out the red flag at the end of FP1. He came out. In FP2, and his car basically came to a stop on track. Took about 5-6 minutes to get the car off track properly. We're following on with it's Lindblad we're looking at. Lindblad cutting through the field. He has a 108.974. It's 974 back. The only other incident we've had so far was Lando Norris losing grip around turn three and going off track. He did get back onto track and kept going. So 35 minutes left to go in the session. Again, this is Grash with you live on the Racing Statistics channel. Thank everyone here on Twitch, everyone here on YouTube. They wouldn't be pushing. It's just well, the thing about FP2, Rich Ryukin, is that this is representative both of quali and of the race. So if you were really going to push during a practice session, this is the session to do it. Clerk up to P5 at 108.339. Denali to the top of the board with a 107.657. He's 343 faster than Norris. Isaac coming at 108.772. He's 1.115 back. Don't know if Red Bull should be in that equal competition. It's really max up. No, that's not really true. Isaac has performed well, and he has outperformed Max in a few times. So I wouldn't say it's just all Max with Red Bull. Though they are fourth among the top of the top four. They're fourth right now. So has not been consistent at the top though. So Bada says there's smoke in the cockpit. They're saying they're trying to figure out what it is, and he is. That's smoke. That's smoke coming out of the back of the car. And he's dragging across the bottom. There's something dragging. That Cadillac is the back. Something's dragging. Where is it dragging from, though? Looks like it's dragging from the front end of the car. I'm trying to get a better view. Still going. So it looks like the front end of the car There's a piece called the plank, and it looks like it's from the front plank area is dragging on the bottom of it, which would have to be replaced. Ooh. Ooh, there's a piece of the car that is so hot it keeps lighting up. The lip tray is on fire. Thank you, Classica. Yeah, that would put it in that front end of the car that was dragging, and that would ultimately would cause the smoke in the cockpit. "29 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this session. Not a great day for Cadillac. Checo's car had problems 2 sessions in a row. End of FP1 and beginning of FP2. Checo's car just came into the pits. Front end, the front tray was basically dragging on the ground, and it was causing sparks, and ultimately heated up to the point that they needed to use extinguishers on it. Why so many people in the pit? Sorry, new to F1. It's because there's basically Seattle. What's going on is that during a practice, teams basically build a program for the drivers to drive to test to get information. And right now, this is common to see like halfway through the session, a good number of cars in the pits as they're setting out for another session for the second, the second half of it. But looks can be deceiving, particularly in practice. I mean, if Ferrari's not doing a quality run, then they're not going blazingly fast. Lawson went P6, 108, 508. Oscar top of the board with 107.251. He is 406 faster than Antonelli. He's faster in Sector 2, Sector 3. He is about a tenth off of Antonelli's time in Sector 1. Lindblad going P7, 108.417. About a tenth difference between Lindblad and Lawson. Mikey, why do you need to pay €800 a flight to Mexico for? Hamilton P2. Hamilton just went P2 with 107.611. He's 360 behind Oscar's time. So we were talking about Oscar earlier. He's now top of the board. Is Red Bull sandbagging? No. No, none of these teams are sandbagging. I wouldn't put that as sandbagging. And right now, Max and Isaac are in the pits, so they're setting up the car for another program. So I wouldn't worry the fact that the racing bulls are ahead of the Red Bull team. Norris went P2 with 107.339. Having said that, Oscar's just gone to the pits. Done 14 laps so far this session. Last 3 on soft tires. Seven isn't comfortable. Yeah, I mean it is extreme. I mean it's a heat hazard. It's so hot. I mean it's 31.7. That's over 90 degrees here in the United States. We use Fahrenheit. That's over 90 degrees. That's we get 3 days in a row over 90 degrees here in the United States. It's considered a heat wave. By the way, Crash Lollipop Man did good on Spain, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. He. I mean, what's interesting about Lollipop Man is that he's actually expanded. So it's not just him. There's other people working on that as well. So there's a bigger team effort to produce those comedy sketches. Antonelli going to the top of the board with under 25 minutes left to go to 107.209. He is 42 thousandths faster than Oscar, fastest first and third sector. Norris and Oscar fastest first and second. Sector 1 is Antonelli Russell. Sector 2 is Norris Oscar. And then at Sector 3 is Antonelli Oscar. So those are our leaders sectors. Does it really not matter if Sav is in P10? No, not really. I mean, it's not great, but it's not. I mean, we know that there's something going on with Max and the seats in the car, but I wouldn't worry too. I mean, I wouldn't worry too much. I mean, it's practice. If this was quali, then that's a different matter. Don't need people spamming chat with baloney information. Again, it's not great that Max is P10, but it's not, not the end of the world. One of the things that will happen is that overnight, one of the things that happens with Red Bull is that they'll have a abysmal, not a great to abysmal Friday, and then overnight figure out what they need to do with the car to fix it and have a great Saturday and qualify better. Yeah, so it has been reported that the Mercedes battery, and specifically the Mercedes cars, their battery is temperamental in heat, is the best way to put it. And I think that was one of the reasons for Antonelli's DNF in Barcelona. A shot of Hamilton going off track. New audio engines are being used in FP. I know Alpine and Ferrari, with the two teams noted, had brought engine upgrades under the ADUO opportunity. It is worth knowing that Max did 12 laps on a medium tire. So there's definitely race run simulation that he was doing. When is FP3? FP3 will be tomorrow, Pedro. Got about 20 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in this session. Again, this is Crash with you live coverage of Free Practice 2 of the Austrian GP at the Red Bull Ring. Will Verstappen leave Red Bull? I don't believe he will. There's always a possibility he could, but it is more, and it feels like in the category of not likely that this will happen. Have I really working hard for Mercedes? I wouldn't go in that direction. That's more tinfoil there. Ferrari comes with fusion extension, no go. Merc comes with fusion extension, yes, you can go. I'll have to look that up. Also, the 5-second start, that 5-second start procedure helps everyone but Ferrari. I mean, and it's actually important that they have that. That's actually important they have the 5-second starting procedure. Without it, that starts would become very dangerous. So right now we got Anthony top of the board, Oscar, Norris, Hamilton, Russell in the top 5, Clerk in 6. Lawson is P7, Gasly P8, Lindblad P9, and Max is P10. Max is currently on track. Max is on a soft tire as well. He is coming to the line to finish. He goes P4, 107.564, which is 550 behind Antonelli. So half a second. Are Red Bull using the Macarena wing? As far as I know, that Red Bull's not using the flip wing or the Macarena wing. The only one that I heard about this weekend was that McLaren had a flip wing this weekend that they were going to test, but weren't going to race with, though. Got Charles fans, Max fans, Ferrari fans. Russell and Kimi fans in chat. So I was asking, what are your predictions for the go-to top 3? Don't have predictions right now, to be quite honest. I don't have. I'll probably do tomorrow. Okay, F1 to start FP2. McLaren had other, because they had other things. Yeah, I mean that was. I mean it was. They brought it. They didn't put it on the car. Is basically what's going on, and that makes sense. with so many other pieces that they need to test. Yeah, you need a clean A/B test for that wing, and they didn't have that this weekend, so that makes sense. But we do know that they have it though. Why is Robo spending more time in the garage than on track? Because there's been issues, Abner. So there's something up when Max goes to the apex of turn 3. There's something with the engine dropping power. It's having a grip issue. I don't know if it's a grip issue or an engine issue specifically at the moment. We know there's something going on, particularly around turn 3. At class, the problem with the engine in turn 3, it's not just a push lap, but it's also happening not on a turn push lap as well. So it's consistently at turn 3. What happened to the Cadillacs? They're just not having a good day. I think that this is the first time where both cars have had an issue. Both Bottas and both Perez, just something's not right with the car today. Another thing that you guys need to take in consideration is that Spielberg is like 600 meters above sea level, so there is about 6 to 7% less air density than there would be at other tracks, and that is something could be in play with, particularly with some of the turbos. 13 minutes left to go in this session. Again, this is Grash with you live coverage of this second practice at Spielberg. Looking at what you guys are saying in chat. Keep an eye on what's going on track as well. No one's cooking right now. I just got over 200 likes on YouTube. Thank you so much. Helps us with the algorithm. If you haven't liked and subscribed, now is a great time to do it. If you subscribe or follow on Twitch, you'll get notifications when we go live. We do go live for every session, whether it's a free practice, sprint quality, the sprint race, quality, and the race itself. In fact, we actually will go. We did go live for preseason testing. Hamilton complaining about too much understeer. Sit here, heyo, miss FP1. Well, I did too, so don't feel bad. Miss most of FP2. Don't worry, you haven't missed much. Both of the Cadillacs have had issues, and Lando spun out in turn 3. That's pretty much. And then Anthony at the top of the board with the McLarens, and then Max, Hamilton, Russell. Cadillac has had issues, significant issues. I would also say that Williams and Aston Martin not looking great as well. Again, in FP1, we had 6 rookies in for training. Checo did have an issue at the end of FP1 that brought out the red flag. Does not count towards my counter because I wasn't online. And then he came out again in FP2 and his engine stalled on him again. And Romeo and Twitch chat's going with Antonelli, Russell, Leclerc is their top 3. Under 10 minutes to go, specifically 9 minutes, 30 seconds left in this session. If you got a question, now's the time to put it into chat. Why are him and Italy so close on medium tire pace? Ham's off by 2 seconds, but in the soft gap is 0.4. Well, the gap actually would be 0.6 between best lap times. And the last lap with a 116 versus Antonelli the 110. So they were talking about six seconds here at the moment, but we're in a different state. Hamilton's been on 19 laps on a medium tire, Antonelli 16 laps. So we're seeing a lot of race run simulation here, everyone. Beeman 13 on a soft tire. 17 on medium tire. 19, again, Hamilton 19 on a medium tire. He'll definitely do 20, 22 laps when everything's said and done. We're not Ferrari new engine not looking good. No, that actually I wouldn't worry about Ferrari right now. They're in race run simulation, not in quality run simulation. So F1 TV is showing that they're all on soft tire. Wait, that's not right. No, well, yeah. So timing chart on F1 TV is completely wrong. Showing them all on soft tires when they're not. The bug below, so Isaac's on medium. That's correct. So AMOV is saying Ferrari doesn't get their new engine until FP3 and onward. I thought that it was in the way things were talking. It was going to be in FP1, but it could be tomorrow that they put in the new engines. Joe Racecraft, why is Ferrari very slow? They're not very slow. Isaac not happy with the car, needs it to give him power when he needs it. Five minutes to go in this session. Again, this is Crash with you live coverage of this session. Oh, that's Lando going off track. Again at turn 3. Lando locked up at turn 3. This time he went off track and didn't spun. Why are they not pushing? Because they're doing race run simulation and not quali simulation. I mean, that's what's going on right now. I mean, we're 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. I mean, they've been 10 to 20 laps, minimum 10, 15 laps. Most of the drivers have done at least 15. You know, the only one is like Russell's only on 11. But they're going on 20 laps on these tires that they're using, as opposed to bolting on like a softing, going as fast as possible for like a quali run. Martin saying this is training, testing, setups. Yeah, this is pretty much where they're at, and they're not even in their final setups for quali in the race. Tonight would be a late night for Cadillac. I think probably Cadillac, but they're probably not the only ones who might. They might break. Another team might break curfew as well. No, there's no sprint this weekend. Again, if we were having a sprint, this session would have been the sprint quali. No, today we've got sprint 1. I mean, sorry, free practice 1, free practice 2. Tomorrow we'll have free practice 3, then the quali for Sunday. No one's really cooking right now, but they are doing like 111, 112s, 113s. Some doing 115s. So we're looking at, again, these are race run type laps as opposed to a quali run. This is a good track. I mean, this track has known good for overtakes, good racing. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. About a minute 30, so 90 seconds left to go in this session. If you haven't liked and subscribed, now is a great time to do so. Again, this is if you hit that bell on YouTube or hit the bell on Twitch, you'll get notifications when we go live. Just don't be like me and sleep on your phone and not get the notifications when you need it. under a minute left to go right now. I don't see anyone improving in their time, so this is going to come to an end pretty quickly. For those of you who are on YouTube, you'll be brought to FP3 session. If you give us a like before you go, that'd be great. If you haven't liked, again, on YouTube already, now's a great time to do it. Again, over on Twitch, if you haven't followed us, now's a great time to do it. Again, in both cases, if you like or subscribe and follow on Twitch, you'll get notifications. 15 seconds left to go. I'm going to bring this session to a close pretty quickly as this time runs out. We're just going to hit the checker flag right now. Checkered flag. First one to take the cross line off the checker flag should be Isaac. So Antonelli's going to top the board. Oscar Norris, P2, P3, Max, P4, Hamilton, P5, Russell, P6. Isaac and Leclerc, P7, P8. Then we got Lawson and Borrell rounding up the top 10. Gasly in the top half. Then it's Behrman, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Colapino. And then it's Albon, Sainz, Alonso Stroll, Bottas, Perez. So we've got our pecking order. From everyone here at the Racing 6 channel, this is Grash. I'm going to take off right now. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, everyone. See you soon.